Hey everybody, I am here. It is 9:22 p.m. and just looking for some support. I am currently being bullied as of right now, like Gossip City. My grandmother will not stop talking about me to other people with me being in the room, so I can hear her. She's been slandering my voice all day. Um, Slandering my name since she got back from the hospital. She has not stopped talking poorly about me to all of her friends. It feels like I'm in high school all over again, and there are, it's like high school girls that are bored and have nothing better to do than talk badly about people to entertain themselves. I am sitting in my room, listening to somebody talk badly about me through the walls all day, every day, and it doesn't stop. I ask her what I do to deserve this. She looks at me and she calls me filthy. She calls me this. She literally will sit there and call me every name in the book. I am trapped in this hostile environment. I am trapped in this environment where I cannot escape. I have nowhere to go. It's either I freeze to death on the street or I continue putting up with this psychological abuse. I'm telling you that every single day that goes by, I am called names. I'm called filthy. I'm called slow. I'm called dumb, stupid, everything that is under the book. And then she sits on her phone with her friends all day, talking poorly about me all day. And to the point where I can hear it, okay? This is unstoppable. I cannot find peace because I am constantly listening to someone talk poorly about me. And I'm sitting here trying to work on my lawsuits for a court hearing while being berated by somebody. And I'm also trying to prepare evidence for the Ontario Provincial Police with regards to the informant status that I have with regards to all the illegal, all that crazy shit I found online that I reported back in 2022. And here I am putting together this crazy ass investigation, traumatizing myself, working on these lawsuits. And then I have a grandmother who will not stop and provide any kind of peace, any kind of comfort. Like she just threw out all of the food. Like we went to the grocery store and there was all this food that she bought and she just threw it all out. Like all the things that I like, she threw it out. This is like the 5th time that my grandmother has bought food for me and then threw it out. Okay, like threw it out. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. We're talking about apple cider vinegar. We're talking about bars. We're talking about all these things. Coffee she's thrown out on me. Like anything that she purchases me that she knows that I like, she throws it out. She's already gone through the entire house and like sterilized everything, meaning like anything that reminds her of me, she has removed from her vision. And like she stuffs anything that reminds her of me into the drawers. I've never felt more unwelcome anywhere else in my entire life. I have never had to deal with more psychological abuse in my entire life. She threatens me with the police. It has like, okay, for what? Like, she threatens me with the police. She threatens me with all of these things constantly. And I'm like, what is your prerogative? I just need a safe place right now. I'm trying to do things for her as well. It's not like I'm lazy. I have been her bitch since April. Okay, she's got 2 broken fractures and she has literally used me for all of these things, and then every second that she thinks that she's going to be okay, she literally spits me out. She chews me up and spits me out, and I end up getting this like disposable treatment where I'm no longer considered important or cared for, and then on top of that, like every single day I'm dealing with this gossip problem. Like I don't think you understand what it feels like to have your grandmother speaking about you all day, every day, in a way that makes you feel like you don't have any worth. Like this is psychological depression. Like my grandmother is literally talking about me like I don't deserve anything. Like I don't deserve a home. I don't deserve love. I don't deserve the things she buys me. I don't deserve anything, according to her. And she can sit there with her crazy ass friend, sitting there talking about what I do and how horrible of a person I am, but never has any specifics. Like, and then when I go and defend myself, I'm even more horrible. How dare I say stop bullying me? How dare I say stop gossiping about me? How dare I say I need like like, I'm sorry, but the reason why I'm in this mess to begin with, how dare I protect the children, okay? How dare I get involved in a child fucking pedophile ring online and spend my time reporting them getting targeted online by a bunch of perverts? How dare I? How dare I? The only reason why I'm in this mess is because I decided to stop pedophiles. Because I spent my entire life dedicating myself after being raped as a child, being raped again as a teenager, being raped again in university by a boyfriend who couldn't tolerate me saying I wanted to wait 6 months. Okay? Wow. So how dare I spend my life, right, dedicated to stopping harm? Right? So I say, hey, I would like to stop harm. And what happens to me? I get targeted, isolated, pushed into hostile environments, tortured, treated like I don't deserve to any, like, I'm sorry, wow, you know? And here I am trying to write a case up with regards to the OPP, with regards to my reports to the American ICE, it's called ICE, not the same ICE, no, which one is it? Oh my God, ICCC is what it is. Internet Crimes and Reporting. I don't know. It's where you report pedophiles online, okay? So I made a report to these guys. The investigation began. Everybody that I was reporting knew that I was behind that, and I was targeted. Because I openly investigated these perverts online with my name attached to it, because everybody knew who I was, unfortunately. And I had to brand myself because I was selling my artwork on these websites such as Reddit. What else was there? Zoom rooms. So when the pandemic was happening, everybody was online on their little Zoom room parties or whatever. I was on there marketing my work with my brand, okay, my Max Spade brand for my artwork. I was out in the open asking questions like, what is going on here? Why are you asking about minors? And I was like actively, openly reporting these people in 2021, 2022, at which point I got funneled into a Jehovah's Witness cult where they tried to literally abduct me in Sault Ste. Marie, where I had to flee after continued state deprivation and harm. Unbelievable story there. I chose to come back to my grandmother's as a safe place to go. Biggest mistake I've ever made in my life. I wish I never came home. I wish I never came back to my grandmother's. I wish I just came back. I wish I just went straight to Toronto, because what happened to me coming back to my grandmother's turned out to be it's like going from one abusive person to another. She does not care that my entire goal right now is to protect children. She does not care that all I have been doing for the last 2 years is working on lawsuits that specifically target the pedophile ring in Sault Ste. Marie and global industries like Zoom, Reddit, and all these places that open the door for predators and allow and tolerate pedophilia online to a degree that is beyond anything that I ever imagined. The things that I witnessed online with these red rooms, the thing that was admitted to me by one of these administration members, like one of those admin teams, literally came out and said to me that they picked up some homeless youth, okay, and did some unspeakable things. It was a youth homeless. I'm homeless. I was homeless youth. That could have happened to me. I reported them to the Toronto police immediately. After that, they knew that I was part of that investigation. I was immediately targeted immediately. It was the scariest thing I've ever been through in my life. Okay, I have been stalked. I have been targeted. I have been through the hell of this earth. I have seen the darkest things in Sault Ste. Marie. I will never, ever, ever forgive anyone that is a bystander or who allows the government or other people to harm someone like me who has dedicated their entire life to stopping harm. I believe strongly that the most degenerate thing that you can do in society is to be a bystander or to allow people to harm someone who is trying to stop harm. If I get in the way of someone's bullying and people hurt me, you are part of the problem. If you're watching and you allow other people to hurt me and I'm trying to protect the children, what does that say about you? If my silence only benefits the worst people in the world, What does that say about you if you're making it harder for me to speak my voice? If you're making it harder for me to fill my lawsuits, and my lawsuits are against pedophiles, and you help pedophiles silence me, what does that say about you? What does that say about you? If you help my abusers win by silencing me, displacing me, making my life harder, bullying me, gossiping me, if you do that when you know that I am up against pedophiles and I'm trying to make this world a safer place, and you make it easier for my abusers to win, you are helping pedophiles. If you help my abusers silence me, if you help my abusers defame me, if you incite hatred against me, you are helping pedophiles. The only people that will benefit from my silence are pedophiles. Those are the only people in my lawsuits. If you benefit them, if you help them silence me, if you help them displace me, if you help them ruin my life, you're helping pedophiles. That's who you are. At the end of the day, and I'm just looking at my grandmother and she's like all aware of this. She doesn't care. She doesn't want to look at my lawsuits. She doesn't want to look at what I'm doing. And she wants to sit there every single day. And I bet she's been bribed. I guarantee you, if someone offered my mother or if someone offered my grandmother money to throw me under the bus, she would take it. If my grandmother was bribed, she would take that money to hurt me. I guarantee you. She does not care about anything else but money. If she was offered $1 million to throw me under the bus, she would do it. I guarantee it. And I have seen this up and down experience with her where she loves me, and then next thing you know, she's like completely dedicated to throwing me off track. And she's on one of those moments right now where she's completely fixated on talking poorly about me, gossiping about me, destroying my ability to survive, threatening me with the street, she's threatening to throw me out in the fucking minus 30 degrees weather. And I'm sitting here going, okay, well, I have no place to go. I'm going to freeze to death out there and I will die. If you want me to die, then my lawsuits may not continue. If my lawsuits don't continue, then that's all these pedophiles are going to win that I'm up against. All these cases that I've been fighting for 8 years are going to go down the drain if I die. And I'm just like, these are the people that are in my life. These are the people that are surrounding me, and they will allow me to end up on the street so that all of my lawsuits can fall down the drain. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? I'm just like, this is the most unforgivable behavior in my life. Like, when I grew up thinking to myself, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that what happened to me never happens to others. I never thought everyone would try and stop me. I never thought I would be harmed trying to stop harm from children. I never thought that dedicating my life to stopping pedophiles would result in not just pedophiles hurting me, but people like my grandmother hurting me. People who you would never expect to side with the worst thing on this planet. And here we are, sitting here right now, dealing with people that are supposed to be my family, choosing to attack me at every chance that they can get, threaten me, displace me, make my life harder to achieve what I need to do with these lawsuits. And they don't care to look at the receipts. I've tried to print off my lawsuits for my grandmother. She doesn't want to look at it. And I said, well, that is very important, because if you don't know what is up for stakes here, if you don't know what is potentially going to, what could be lost here, like, this is the protection of children. This is not for me. I didn't start these lawsuits because I wanted money. If I wanted money, I would have accepted the settlement a long time ago. I want things on court record. I want to make sure that what happened to me never happens to anyone else again. When you accept a settlement, you get gagged forever. You have to sign a gag order, and everything goes under the rug, and no one has to stop because your lawsuit goes under the rug. I don't want to settle. People who want money, settle. I don't want settlement. I don't want money. I want principle. I want harm to stop happening to children. That is why they want to kill me. That is why I've been targeted multiple times. And that is why I am in this situation where even my grandmother might have been offered money and she would take it. I am not safe. This woman is dangerous. She has already sold my mother out with regards to the lawsuit. When my mother had a car accident, she made my mother settle out for that as well because she wanted money for this house that I'm in right now. She sold out my mom's ability. You cannot pay back a lawsuit. You're probably like, oh, well, did she pay her back? And yeah, she did. Okay. But you cannot pay back watching your hit and run drunk driver go to jail. Okay. He got off on everything. The guy that hit my mom at 17, drunk driver, he got to finish high school. My mom didn't. He was charged. The settlement got him off on those charges. He never went to jail. My mom never got long-term health care from that lawsuit because it was a settlement. You cannot pay those things back. Okay? So I'm taking all of these things to court actively. I'm bringing up all of these informations to the judge. I've already submitted it. At Christmas time, my grandmother had a change of heart, so I pulled off on the lawsuits, and I thought, okay, you want to treat me nicely? So I said, fine. I will hold off on these lawsuits and we'll see how you go. We'll see how nice you treat me. We'll see how long it lasts before you start gossiping and treating me poorly again. Because the second I have you back on that train of hurting me, I will file these lawsuits again. We will bring up everything with my mother. We will bring up all that failure to give my mother consent, and all of the things taking advantage of a minor with regards to that, and all of the things that happened to me as a child when my mother was arrested because my grandmother's wellness check that was issued, and everything else that has happened ever since. All the things that have gone wrong in my life as a result of my mother's and my grandmother's feud because of that one crime that my mother did not have consent before signing that settlement. And my mom is paralyzed in London housing. My grandmother lives on $1 million property that my mom paid for. And yeah, my grandmother paid her back. But again, you cannot pay back what you would get in a courtroom. And she wanted to go to court. My mother wanted to go to court. She didn't understand what the settlement was. And my mom was coerced into that settlement. So I'm bringing up all of this in court now. And everything that my mom has endured has impacted me in my life. So we were in and out of homelessness, and my grandmother just let it go. She didn't give a shit about either one of us. We were homeless pretty much our whole life, and my grandmother blames my mother. Now, since April, all of the things that has happened, I've been able to record a great deal of abuse that has happened. My grandmother really likes to attack people and then pretend to be the victim. So I'll actually have had her multiple times on a recording, like literally hitting me, attacking me. And then I say, I'm going to take it further. And then next thing you know, she's like crying in the corner, pretending that she's the victim. And then she's talking to her friends about how she's the victim after she called me all these names, said my mom deserved to be raped, said I deserve to be raped, all these disgusting, irreplaceable things that keep going on in my head. I'll never forgive them. I'll never forget the things that my grandmother has said to me in the last 6 months. I've recorded those. Those are our testimony for court. And she doesn't realize, like, if anything happens to me, if she displaces me, if we have court proceedings on right now. And so I'm going to resubmit those filings. And if she tries to play any games with me, with everything on record, she could end up in jail. Okay. And this is like my grandmother. And so that's why I'm trying to pull back and everything like that, right? Because what she's done is I'm a justice participant. So right there, it's a federal court. This isn't just a normal crime. Okay. So because I'm a justice participant, when she does this to me as a justice participant, that's considered a federal felony. And it is indictable and summary charges, meaning because these are felony charges of intimidating a justice participant alone is sometimes up to a minimum of 2 years in jail, even on your first charge. Okay? So what she's been doing to me, intimidating me, threatening me, bullying me, gossiping about me, inciting hatred, all of these charges will be stacked. She could face up to 10 years in a federal prison for what she's done to me. And she doesn't understand that. She doesn't care to read it. I've given her 2 cease and desists. She will not read them. I've sent it to her lawyer. Her lawyer told me that, her lawyer said that he didn't give it to her. In that cease and desist, I'm literally trying to prevent her from attacking me so that I don't have to press these charges. Because if I do, She could literally face jail time. This is an 82-year-old woman, okay? What am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? Somebody needs to get me out of this house. Pronto. Immediately. This is dangerous. It is dangerous for her. She can't stop attacking me. I don't want to have to charge my grandmother. I don't. That is the last thing I want. But if she hurts me anymore, I'm going to have to file charges. This is intimidation. This is threatening a justice participant. I am protected, vulnerable member of the society. Gay, indigenous, autistic, and a justice participant and a witness and informant for a case. These are very huge charges for her to commit against me. And this is real. Okay? Now, what am I supposed to do? Right? What am I supposed to do? Please, educate me. Anyone. Because I have no clue. The police, I've asked the police to issue a cease and desist to her as well. I have an OPP detective. I told him about my unsafe conditions. His name is Dylan Hemmings, OPP. And he's one investigating the child abuse, the child sexual assault case, where I found childhood photos of mine. Somebody hacked my computer, stole pictures of my family and childhood, and created disgusting things online, and I fucking found them and reported them. That was long after the other situation, though. Like, that was not the same one in 2021. The 2021 was the homeless youth. And that's the thing, like, I've been reporting child sexual assault my entire life. So even when I was a sex worker back in, like, Toronto, there were some times, because I look so young, I'm 40 years old, right? Because I look so young, there would be gentlemen that would try to pay me that wanted to redo one of those scenes that are not, like, consensual reminding. And I would ask them if they've ever acted out on those things. I actually started asking questions. So I was, oh, that's interesting, da da da. And I would find out whether or not any of these perverts had ever acted or anything. I'd report them to the police before I left. Like, I'd be like, okay, let me just reported, done. This guy, I record the whole conversation, took it to the police. When I was online through the entire pandemic, every website I went into, there were people talking about minors. Every single one I reported. And then it was in the 2021 when I actually was in the Zoom rooms where the administration, the guy who was running the room, who lived in Toronto, talked about what he had done. And I got out of him. I have that whole conversation, and I reported him to the Toronto police. That's when I ended up in targeted online even further. And then next thing you know, I was unlawfully evicted into Sault Ste. Marie against my will when all court documents said I wanted to move to Portugal. And the next thing you know, I'm getting deprived in Sault Ste. Marie for 2 years, nearly abducted twice, once while on the phone with 988. Literally, guys come out of a truck with a bag trying to bag me on the freaking corner, like the No Frills corner on Sault Ste. Marie. Literally, I was on the phone with 988 at the time, and I put it on speakerphone as he was jumping over the snowblow to literally put a bag over my head and take me into a black truck. I'm not kidding you. There's nothing. I was on the phone with 988 walking home because when this was going down, when I was being targeted and stalked in Sault Ste. Marie, I literally, everywhere I walked, I was on 988. I have every single one of those experiences where I was stalked while on the phone, where the girl literally called the police on one of those situations because of the harassment that I was getting while on the phone with 988. And then the other time, there was somebody getting out of the truck because the guy heard her on the fucking phone. He got back into the truck and they sped away. And when I was walking down that way, these trucks came out of the No Frills parking lot. There were 3 of them, 3 black trucks parked, okay, at No Frills. Next thing you know, as soon as they saw me walking down second line, they sped up, parked right beside me. One opened the door, had a bag in his hand. I put the phone on speaker. 988, I'm like, yo, there's somebody. And then that all happened while I was on the phone with 988. They got back in the trucks and drove away. This second time that I got nearly abducted, I was drugged. Some guy gave me a free joint at Tim Hortons. I was like, oh yeah, awesome, I need this, free medication. Never take drugs from a stranger. I barely got home. I had to call 911 because I was starting to fall over, and there were these trucks coming back up around me to try and fucking put me in the truck. I'm literally on the phone giving off license plates to people that are fucking pulling up close to me. Oh my god. Like, the shit I have been through is disgusting. And I come home for a safe place, and all I have been is terrorized. In fact, it is harder to see what my grandmother has been doing to me here, as somebody who's supposed to be blood. And, like, fine, Carrie Oliver's done it. Carrie Oliver, don't care about you. All the people that associate me, you're all perverts. Don't care about you. My grandmother choosing to hurt me when I'm going through this, trying to save children, unforgivable. It's unforgivable. And now I'm looking at this whole situation going, oh my god, I will never look at her the same. You know, like, I don't know who she is anymore. I've never heard somebody talk so much about somebody in my life. You know, like, it's like all day, every day. Aaron's this, Aaron's that. Oh, he's smoking on the porch. Oh, he won't do this. These are all minor, superficial things. I'm not a horrible person. She's literally talking about how disgusting I am because I'm smoking on a porch when it's minus 30 degrees. And she hates me. That's all I hear, is all she wants to do is talk poorly about me, because all she does is hate people, and all she has in her heart is hatred, and she just wants to make my life miserable. She wants to threaten me. She wants to intimidate me. And I'm just like, okay, does a judge need to tell you that this is not allowed? Do I have to go that far? Or can I just get out of here? Can someone help me get out of here? Because right now, the only option I think that I have at this point is to file these court records, charge my grandmother, file these court documents, tell the judge to tell her. She won't listen to me. I even emailed the churches. Like, I talked to 3 priests before Christmas. I was like, can you please send my grandmother a Christmas card to tell her that gay, Two-Spirit, and all these people like me are included in Jesus' church? And still didn't work. It still wasn't enough. It still wasn't enough, you know? No matter what I've done to teach her that what she's doing to me is wrong, it doesn't matter. And she's fixated on making me feel unwelcome, making me feel like I'm not worthy of a home, not worthy of shelter, not worthy of love, not worthy of peace, not worthy of being talked about fairly. And I'm just like, this is detrimental to my health. I have talked to multiple doctors about this. I have an appointment on Wednesday with Heather. Everybody is like, oh, we'll just apply for housing. It's 7 years to get housing. Okay? 7 years to get housing. If I can't figure out these lawsuits and get money, I am stuck here, or I end up dead on the street. They will not give me housing. It's 7 years for a male. If I cannot live here, I die on the street. There's no shelter for me anywhere else. And she knows this. And she still is risking my life because to her, what she thinks is more important than my life. More important than me saving the children. More important than my peace. More important than my future. She's 82 years old, almost dead, and she doesn't care that I have another 40 years to live. She just wants to see me suffering, crying. I've been crying up here for 2 days straight. 2 days, singing and crying to myself for 2 days straight. You know, literally singing and crying for 2 days straight, and she has no emotion. She is telling me to stop singing. I'm like, I'm literally wailing all the saddest songs when I was a child that kept me alive and all the abuse that I've been through. Yeah. Anyways, that's it. That's where I'm at. What do you... Nobody's interested. I'm just gonna like go live from now on, and we're gonna document this, and we're gonna post it, And I'm going to go through every single one of those things all those recordings that I have of my grandmother saying all these horrible things about me and my mom. We're going to start listening to those together. We're going to start posting them. Okay, voice memos. Here we go. Put my watch on. Let's listen to some of the video, all the recordings that I have of being attacked by my grandmother and asking her to stop, begging her to stop attacking me and then trying to hit me. And this is what I've been going through. Okay, so this is from December 20th. This is right before Christmas. Right now, sorry, they're talking about getting a baseball bat to hurt people. Like, I think my grandmother is just at the end of her life. I'm really trying to preserve my sanity here, but at the same time, if she is at the end of her life, I also don't want to. So she took away gloves. I also don't want to die or have her end this life without reconciliation. And I think I need to do this court case. Like, I need to do this court case. It's not for money. I just want to be able to hear the judge say to her, "You are wrong." So, that's not very good faith. God is watching. That's all that matters. Throwing me out would cause me to freeze to death on the tree at Christmas. Oh, you're not. Is that okay? Where would I go? You won't go to freeze. Where would I go? Oh, you went to everybody's place in bread. I have nowhere else to go. I will die on the street. I will die in the bush. I will not go into the city. Just do what I ask. I will not go into the city. You even make arrangements with Heather to cook food without asking me. That was her idea, and I told her I would talk to you first. Oh, but you didn't. You just told me. No, I didn't ask. I didn't tell her yes. But you told me. You didn't ask me. No, I brought it up as, here's what she wants me to do with her money. What do you think? No, you didn't, Mary. Okay. Stop lying. Yeah. Jeez. Look, I know I'm nothing to you. I never was. Okay. Because you believe everything your mother says, like owning this house. She owns nothing. But you believed her. You're both liars. That's okay. You both have lied to me my whole life. Neither one of you have the same story. I was the one talking. See, you've got to interrupt everybody. But I don't believe either one of you. Because you think you're smarter than anybody. And how you will throw me out on the street at Christmas time? And how you will throw me out on the Christmas?
You're pitiful.
The way you will throw your grandson out on the street at Christmas time makes me lean closer to believing my mom.
You'll be like Tim.
It makes me believe...
You'll get a bed, food, you'll be in jail.
No, I won't. They can't hold me in jail. No, they won't.
Yeah.
Grandma, are you kidding me? They'll come here, ask me to leave. I will leave, and that's it.
They'll take you
Grandma, for what?
for what you're doing today.
I'm recording everything.
Good.
You can't lie.
What the hell?
So you don't lie because you're a pathological liar. I record everything around you because you lie.
Oh, we're getting a little uptight here. Be careful.
I record to protect myself from your lies. You better recognize that. Because I know what you're like.
Be careful.
Okay, so that recording was on, oh, sorry, lost the screen there. So that was November 23rd, 2025. Her threatening to kick me out and freeze to death, and threatening to call the police, and over nothing. I was literally just telling her that her and my mother both lied to me my entire life, and then she told me that I should go to jail for that, because they both lied to me my whole life, and she wanted to respond to calling the police on me and throw me in jail for telling her that both her and my mother lied to me my entire life, and I believe neither one of them. Okay? That was November 23rd, 2025. That was threats over nothing. Okay, we have like 50 recordings since April of her calling me names, and she called me pitiful, stupid, all these things, while threatening to throw me out at Christmas time. Okay, so we're now in the new year, and it's still happening. This is almost a year of unstoppable torture where I am trapped in this hostile environment because I thought coming home would be a safe place, and then by the time I came home, it was too late. I got trapped here. It's like being trapped with an abusive person and not having a way out. Right now, I'm looking for the one where she told me that my mom deserved to be raped. Dude, take someone's only a way to get out of here. My internet is on there. I want to put it in my old phone, and I want to ask people for help to leave. I will leave. I will find someone to
This is when she took my phone away. This is when she took my phone away from me, and she prevented me. I had court that week. November 7th.
This is what a 5-year-old child would do. Take someone's only a way to get out of here. My internet is on there. I want to put it in my old phone, and I want to ask people for help to leave. I will leave. I will find someone to go to stay with, clean up my mess, and I'll come and pack up and go.
I still have found no place to go.
I don't need to be here.
I still have no place to go.
But if you take away my only means of communication, my phone number is on there. If people try and call me, if the doctor tries to call me, I can't access the phone. You are causing problems.
I'm on the phone. Would you please be quiet?
Who are you calling?
The police.
Why?
Oh, she was gonna call the police because I wanted my phone back.
I'll call you right back, okay? If it doesn't get better,
I just need my
I'll let
phone,
you know,
Grandma.
Okay? And I think maybe you'll have to take them.
I just need my phone.
Okay. Do you hear him yelling? Listen.
Mom, Grandma,
Here.
she's taking my phone and I have doctor's appointments.
Sir, it's my phone.
But my SIM card is in
It
there.
was a gift to me.
My SIM card.
I will give him his SIM card
Great.
when I have someone to remove it, but not right now.
But I have an
I want
appointment,
you to
Grandma.
listen.
I have a doctor's appointment at 2 p.m. You're obstructing me from getting better.
No, you go.
How am I going to get to them?
Walk.
Grandma, they have my phone number on that SIM card.
You walk to the
It's in
nurse's
Perry
station.
Sound, Grandma.
Oh. Okay, I'll call back. All right, you know what's going on. That's all that matters. Yeah, I know. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
She's been threatening to call the police on me since I moved in here. That was her on the phone
That's
constantly.
number one call.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause right here and I'll be back. I'm just gonna keep these lives shorter so they're easier to download and post. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please spread the word. Share this with everybody because this needs as much attention as possible. My life is in danger, and I'm currently being harassed and targeted by someone who cannot stop and has threatened my life and my safety. Okay? This is extremely important. My life is in danger. And if you honestly care about the work that I'm doing, which is literally using all of my experience and what I have survived as a child sexual assault survivor to stop pedophiles, if you care about my work, get this message out and stop this woman from preventing me from stopping child abuse. Thank you.